At the White House Correspondents Dinner on Saturday, President Joe Biden cracked jokes about a variety of subjects, but he also adopted a somber demeanor as he demanded the release of American citizens who had been unjustly detained abroad. Thousands of people attended the annual dinner at the Washington Hilton in favor of press freedom, which Biden referred to as the pillar of a free society, not the enemy. Here are the highlights from the dinner this year. Biden demands the release of Americans who were unlawfully jailed. In his speech to a gathering gathered to support press freedom, Biden made it plain that journalism is not a crime. The American journalists Evan Gershkovich in Russia and Austin Tice in Syria were wrongfully detained, and he immediately addressed this issue, assuring the audience of journalists and the families of the detainees that his administration is committed to bringing them home. "I'm working my tail off to get them home, I swear to you," Biden added. The WNBA player Brittany Griner, who was unfairly held in Russia late last year, attended the event on Saturday night. According to the White House poll, Biden and First Lady Jill Biden had a poolside chat with Griner and her spouse at the occasion. The President and First Lady also had a private meeting with the family of Wall Street Journal reporter Gershkovich, who has been wrongfully detained in Russia, according to the U.S. State Department. In support of his release, several journalists in attendance wore pins. Dasha Navalnaya, the daughter of imprisoned Russian opposition leader Alexei Navalny, told CNN earlier on Saturday that the White House Correspondents' Dinner is particularly significant for those who have been unjustly detained because America as a country represents freedom of speech, freedom of political expression. Roy Wood Jr., the comedian best known for his work on Comedy Central's The Daily Show, roasted Washington politics on Saturday night without holding back and included digs at both parties. As soon as the president moved away from the podium, he addressed the sensitive documents discovered in Biden's Delaware home, saying, "Real quick, Mr. President. I believe you left some of your confidential papers up here." Wood also mentioned demonstrations that occurred in France after the government raised the retirement age. He joked, alluding to Biden's re-election campaign, "Meanwhile in America, we have an 80-year-old man begging us for 4 more years of work." However, the comedian later referred to Donald Trump as the king of scandals. He remarked that following the Trump scandals was similar to watching Star Wars movies. "You must watch the third one in order to comprehend the first one, and you must watch the second one in order to find Easter eggs for the fifth one." He made light of the $10 offer he received to keep his remarks to 10 minutes or less. He made light of Trump's indictment for allegedly participating in a hush money scheme by saying, "That's a switch, a president being offered hush money." In addition, Biden made fun of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, who, should he decide to run for president in 2024, would likely be the leading candidate for the Republican nomination. Biden said, "I had a lot of Ron DeSantis jokes prepared, but Mickey Mouse got there first and beat the hell out of me." Disney filed a lawsuit against the governor and his oversight committee earlier this week, accusing them of using their political clout to punish the business for exercising its right to free speech. The Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky's visit to Washington was covered by CNN's Phil Mattingly, and Politico published the Supreme Court draft opinion that would later overturn Roe v. Wade, both of which received recognition at the White House Correspondents' Dinner. While acknowledging the journalists' efforts, Biden made fun of their challenging questions. Regarding his re-election campaign, he stated, "I get that age is a completely reasonable issue, it's on everyone's mind. By everyone, I mean the New York Times." Biden also made light of the way he sidesteps questions from the media. "In many ways, this dinner represents my first 2 years in office. I'll speak for 10 minutes, answer none of your questions, and then cheerfully leave." The media industry has experienced a number of setbacks lately, including high-profile dismissals and layoffs, something Wood addressed directly. "The untouchable Tucker Carlson is out of a job," Wood declared in reference to the Fox News anchor's firing, which was met with cheers. "Okay, some people celebrated," he said. "But I want you to know that I understand how you feel, Tucker's staff. I've also been taken aback by the abrupt departure of the host of a fake news program, because I work at The Daily Show." Numerous famous people attended the event on Saturday, including Chrissy Teigen, a model and TV personality, and her husband, the singer John Legend. In between turns on the red carpet, Rosario Dawson, Liev Schreiber, Billy Eichner, and actress Julia Fox posed with Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer. The HGTV hosts of Property Brothers on the network, identical twin brothers Drew and Jonathan Scott, generated a lot of laughter during the event, with a sketch-style video, showcasing how they would remodel the White House. The two were heard saying in the video, "We've been doing this a long time, and we think we know how to turn the White House into the White Home."